Okay, so good to see you, everyone. I'm meteorologist Josh Stone in for John Scalzi on this Thursday afternoon. It's 89 right now here in Sarasota, 88 in Venice, 88 in Northport, so mid to upper 80s at this hour, and looks like we could warm up into the lower 90s with that easterly flow. Everything's fairly quiet here in the southeastern region due to an area of high pressure, but notice these clouds here, basically remnants of like a tropical low here. It's just basically falling apart. It's not disorganized at all. It's really disorganized. But interesting enough, this clouds that we're looking at, about 2 weeks ago, the GFS forecasting model predicted this becoming a major hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico affecting New Orleans, basically like a Katrina Part 2. But fortunately, the model was off, and basically this thing has turned into nothing. So that's good news. Let's look at our weather headlines for today. So our highs will top out in the lower 90s, chance of storms late this afternoon. And for the most part, things are pretty quiet in the tropics. There is an area of disturbed weather off the coast of Africa. We're watching it. And if it develops into anything, which we have pretty much a low confidence it will probably track into the northern Atlantic waters and pretty much dissipate and not affect anyone. All right, so as we move on here, we're going to show you that Saturday is the peak of the hurricane season. Traditionally, September has the most amounts of hurricane. And while we're talking about hurricanes, this is a tropical trivia. What happened on September 8th back in 1900? Do you know? Well, it was a Galveston, Texas hurricane, killed 6,000 to 12,000 people. We'll never really know how many died in that storm, but it's the worst U.S. natural disaster of all time. The second worst is the 1906 earthquake that affected San Francisco. Bringing it back to home, you can see showers generally moving from east to west, everything very quiet along the Suncoast, but we could get those showers going later this afternoon. But we do have dry air being brought down from this area of high pressure to our north. Even though we have easterly winds, things are going to warm up back in the lower 90s, probably above our average of 89. But here's this dry air. You can see it in the tan color on top of the state of Florida here. I think the southern tier of the state probably will see more shower activity. If you're planning on driving 75 across Alligator Valley, you could run into some more showers there. But as we go through the future cast, you see a few scattered showers this afternoon. Everything starts to quiet down by tonight. Then we get to do it all over again tomorrow. But the moisture does come back in a little more forceful nature tomorrow. We'll have more scattered storms. All right, for the boating forecast, northeast wind at 5 to 10 knots this afternoon, seas at 2 feet with a light chop in the bays and waters. Your low tide will be at 1 p.m. this afternoon. And just breaking down the 7-day outlook, so our rain chance does increase tomorrow as we get through the weekend, 30–40%. I've seen some indications there could be a 50% chance of showers, but we'll just leave it at 40% for now. And then the rain chance does ramp up as we get into mid to latter part of next week. Scott?